Hey everybody, it's Vex here, coming at you with some Hollow Knight. This will be the first episode. This is a wonderful game made by Team Cherry. It's a little bit like a Souls-like Metroidvania style game, and it's very atmospherical, and it's one of my favorite games. You can see I played quite a lot of it, but we're going to be starting fresh for this series. I haven't actually beat this game yet. And that's a big goal for my YouTube channel. Is I have so many games in my Steam library that I've just played some of and put down and never completed, so I really want to kind of play all these games to completion for all you guys to watch, and also for myself to kind of have that personal achievement of checking off the list of all these games. So we're gonna start this new game and get into it. I don't want to talk too much during the cutscenes, but I love the musical direction they went with everything in this game. And that is that. So I will say it's been maybe a year and a half, 2 years since I've played this game, so I'm not the best at it. I haven't beat it, but I do love sort of difficult Souls-like games, and you can see as I attack these enemies, I'm getting this white kind of goop, and that I can use to heal if I take damage. And those little rocks, that's the currency. Those are geos, and upon death I'll drop that, and then I have to find my body, and I have to actually defeat a shadow image of myself to receive those geos. But we'll get into this. It's pretty easy for the first bit. It's just sort of platforming and going along. I will answer some questions. Some people were wondering where the origin of my name, Fexaffinity, comes from, and it's actually it's from one of my World of Warcraft characters. And there's some unnecessary damage taken there. You gotta watch these ceilings. But it's from one of my World of Warcraft characters. I've made so many, and I'm so bad at making names that I was just looking at stuff on my desk, and fexofenadine is actually a drug. It's Allegra for allergies. So I ended up just picking up the vial, and I was like, hey, that's a pretty interesting name, and it stuck. And through years of raiding, everybody called me Fex or fexofenadine or any variation of that. So that's where the origin of my name comes from. And on the gameplay aspect, you'll see me taking a lot of unnecessary damage. This isn't the best play. I'm pretty rough, and I promise you there will be some deaths once we come to bosses, but hopefully I'll get back into the groove of it. And there goes the floor. it feels super smooth and responsive. The controls of this game feel amazing, like you want a platformer to feel. And here's some text. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hollow Nest. And that kind of sets up the whole game. I love the art style and the direction. It's this kind of ambient feel. It's very melancholy, and it's absolutely fantastic. So this will be sort of the hub world that we're approaching, Dirtmouth, and these benches sort of serve as bonfires, if you would, if you're familiar with like a Dark Souls type of game. This is where we'll respawn if we die. Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well one by one into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into the depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, the darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hollow Nest, it was once called, supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem the talkative sort. And then he just continues. I don't know if I'm going to read out aloud all the dialogue, but definitely some of the main dialogue, at least that I can remember. So this is sort of the entrance to the mines, or to the depth that he's talking about. And there's just nothingness over here for now. So let's head down. I'm gonna try to make these a little bit shorter videos, in the realm of 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So we'll see if I can make it to the first boss, and that's about all I really remember for the direct pathing. And then it's gonna get a little hairy from there. Although we'll see if I can defeat the first boss in this episode. Here's hoping, you know. And now we can attack downwards as well as to the sides, and also upwards if we manage to pull it off right. And there I tried to hit below. I'm using a gamepad, and it's a Xbox 360 controller, and sometimes it's a little hard to get the down. If I had a PS4 controller, it might be easier with the D-pad to control the direction. Just a little inside, you know, pulling the curtains behind. So I don't actually think this is the direction I'm supposed to be going, but I forgot what's over here. So we'll collect some items and maybe heal up a little bit. I have to say I'm gonna get lost at some point and just not know where I am. If I hold if I go into one of these screens, I can bring up a map, but I don't think I have access to that quite yet. There's a NPC who sells maps of all the areas, and until you buy the sort of copy from him, it's just black with a location of where you are, and it's not very easy to kind of see where you're going, so it's all sort of learning the levels. And you can see there how the downward works wonders, and you can even you know, bounce off of objects that should be killing you and stuff like that. So it's really useful, but like I was saying, it's a little annoying with this Xbox 360 controller, and this isn't the type of game you want to play with keyboard and mouse. It's not very responsive. So what's down here? Looks like a switch. Alright, it's locked. We gotta come back from the other side to go down that way. And sign, but I'm not sure what it's pointing to. Alright. We don't want to be here right now. This is a later area. Once we get some more abilities, we can really make our way through here. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sister 2 by 2. And then when you're done, let's bury me too. Ha ha ha, do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. Ha ha ha. So, what are you down here for? If you come to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab and pick and join in. Ha ha ha. And he just keeps on saying stuff like that. So, this isn't where I'm trying to be. So let's make our way out of here. And if I can make the jumps. I know, like I said, I did know sort of the direction I was supposed to be going, but I went to explore a different path, and now I'm all messed up. What's this gonna take us to? This might loop us around to the beginning if we're lucky. I'm just trying to avoid those roof traps as I go. Will it? Yes. So this is later on. We can come here, and after we accomplish some story things, we can go into this sort of egg. Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quarrel. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom, and this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. So a little foreboding. For so long I've felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I choose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. So this is for later on, but it really kind of sets the stage of, you know, this world that we're in and all the characters. I'm glad I met that guy. He's a recurring character who will come back a multitude of times. So this is where we came in. So we just made a big circle. We'll get some of this geo down here. There's plenty of things in Dirtmouth. We can unlock a shop and buy items and extra health and keys and all sorts of things. So collecting some geo is definitely worth it. But what I actually want to do is fall all the way to the bottom. That's the right I took. But let's proceed down this way, and I'm just gonna skip some of those enemies, just because it's a lot of time and it's a lot of hassle to kill them.
Oh, don't touch that.
Ah, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? For 30 geo, I definitely want to buy a copy. And that unlocks the mapping button. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you're not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Iselda. She's just opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. So now we can see a map, and I believe this will only show where we actually went to discover, so you can see sort of the emptiness of the past that we haven't taken the turn to. And there's no indicator of where we're at, so we kind of have to mill it all out ourselves until we get I believe it's called the compass, which is an item that we can equip and put our location. And that gate just shut, so now we're trapped in here with this guy, and I have the worst ability to kill flying enemies. There's just something about them that I'm awful at. I'm actually going to jump up above and heal. And this is a pretty rudimentary place, so it's not, I never feel very threatened about about my life. I'm never feeling super in danger. It'll get a lot more difficult coming on, not too long from now. So here's another bench, and this here will restore all of my soul, I believe it's called. So that's good to stop there, be able to stock up and make our way. And that is a vessel fragment, so I'd like to get up there, but I think I need my wall jump to be able to make that, which is unfortunate. But we'll have to note that it's there and come back later. And this game has a lot of that, where you sort of, you get an upgrade and then you come back to old places and you make your way through previous places that are blocked off, sort of in that Metroidvania style. It's a really fun mechanic in my opinion, and it really, as the mapper suggested, if you don't like sort of wandering around and figuring out where everything is, this probably isn't the game for you, because it's all about being drawn into the environment and stuff. Although there is a lot of, kind of tough as nails fights, so it definitely offers that aspect if you're a gamer who loves just, brutal difficulty. This game is there for you. So we'll come over here, and I'm not gonna explore that too much, just because I know sort of where I'm going in this one. And I'm gonna come over into this hallway, and I promise you here soon I'm forgotten all the pathing, and I'm gonna pay for this toll machine. But I promise you, in just probably the next episode already, I won't have any clue where I'm going, and I'm going to explore everything. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ring of a station bell. It echoed down the stageway and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depth of hollowness. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. So this is the Stag, and he's sort of the fast travel between areas, and every Stagway has a bench, so I mostly went there just to sit at the bench. And I believe if we keep going up, we can unlock this. Yep, and you guys should remember this from previous. I was up there, and that's sort of a shortcut. So let's go over here. It's a big lit hallway. It seems pretty important. And look at this guy. I wonder if I can kill him. Let's try. Oh, I did not expect that. I might get cornered in here. I'm not sure how much health this guy has, but we'll just chunk away at him. I really don't want him to box me in. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So just a little, you come in and you do the damage that you can do, and you get out. Very Dark Souls style. Know what damage you can do without taking damage, and repeat that pattern. Let's take care of these little guys. Oh, and hopefully they're not going to take care of me. And we'll come up here. Oh, and no music. Ominous. And a locked wall. Interesting. So let's climb up top. Look at this. Oh goodness, and I'm not doing good against these fellows. Let me heal up a little bit and we'll proceed down. Ooh, the False Knight. So this is our first boss, and obviously I knew that he was here. And we're just gonna kind of try and beat him. Now I'm probably gonna die here. It's been a while since I played this game. But his patterns are pretty predictable. He is the first boss. Oh, we definitely want to get out of that. I think he does that after every time we make him vulnerable. So we're just gonna rinse and repeat, and he'll smack side to side, right? And the ground shook there. That's a little bit of foreshadowing, I believe. So we really want to get under him every time he jumps. And oh goodness, I'm gonna die. I got the patterns all wrong. So he jumped back, and we can jump over his wave. And then, oh, he jumped back. Oh, nope, he didn't do his wave. We got him into his damaged state. This will be good. Get us some health to heal. He should smack both sides. We'll dodge this falling rock poorly. He fell down to the ground. Let's smack him a little bit. And there we go. That's the first boss of Hollow Knight. Excellent. Let's inspect this item. And that's the city crest. I love this music. It's so good. So this is where we started, and this is sort of past that locked gate here. What is this? What are you? Will it damage me? What is this? No. Is that his mace head? Well, interesting. Anyway, we'll carry on. I don't think that's anything special. So let's get this chest that he was sort of guarding as the false knight. And it doesn't seem like we can go up that path. Now, was there something to the left up top that we missed? Not sure. Well, we can't get over there. We don't have a long enough jump. I believe later on we can come back and go up there when we get a double jump. And this should be a way back to back to the beginning, or where we started this journey. And it has a lot of sort of shortcuts that appear like a Souls game, or any Metroidvania type of game. We'll follow this path up and see where it goes. Very foreboding. Ooh, and a nice bench. Don't mind if you hear my cat in the background. I promise you, we feed him and he's taken care of. He wants attention. I'm not sure if it's coming through, but I'm ignoring him and he doesn't like it. But I promise you, he has food and everything he needs. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hollow Nest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh ho ho! Don't be afraid, have faith. That spell belongs to you now. All you need to do is take it. Oh ho 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 ho! You won't be going much further without it, I promise you. And that's a little foreshadowing to the fact that this ability helps us get to the next area. Vengeful Spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Oh ho ho! Now you're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're friends now. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. Oh ho 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 ho! And he sort of locked us in, so we don't really have a choice. What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? Oh ho ho! It's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain that creature laying in the heart of the temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirit of my ancestors will be watching over you. A little rude if you ask me, but we'll carry on. We have no choice. And that's the spell that we got. You can see it used some of our souls, so it's pretty powerful, but it's kind of a tug of war if we want to heal, which, I mean, have you seen how much damage I've been taking? You know I like to heal, and using this spell. So we're just gonna make our way up. I'm not too worried about killing that guy. Some of these smaller enemies I'm not gonna spend too much time killing. Later on, I'm gonna kill all the enemies, mostly because we get a journal, and if we kill a certain amount of enemies, like say those roly-polies, if we kill 13 of them, it unlocks a sort of new journal entry, and I'd like to sort of complete that. And that leads me, that was unfortunate. And that leads me into sort of a discussion I want to have with everybody who's watching this is, how far do you want me to go with this series? There's, I can just play it till the last boss, or if you want me to try and get all the items and sort of complete it more, I can. There's also a Steel Soul mode, which pretty well you have one life after you die. You don't respawn at benches. You're just, you're done. And the game's over and you gotta start over. Let's see, I'm not sure if I want to go up or down. This seemed like a secretive area, so we'll do this first. Generally, I want to try and do the secret areas first. That way I'm not wasting time backtracking or anything like that. And we'll try... Oh, no. Got that timing wrong. Very unfortunate. And get these roly-polies and the Geo at the same time. And now this heart should give us almost spirit hearts if you're familiar with the Binding of Isaac, if I can get them. And those they're not permanent hearts, but they will help us with this horrid beast that's coming up. And you can see he's impervious when I try, so I have to stand far away and cast a spell. And this guy just serves as sort of a tutorial for this fight, or this mechanic, because this does come up later on where he's barring us from the next place to go. And just like that, he's done. And also we have Soul Catcher. Equip a charm to activate his powerful abilities. And this introduced another mechanic, which is all the charms. And there's maybe 30 or 45 charms, and they all do different things, and you can have a different amount of them equipped depending on how many charm slots you have, and it really dictates how you play the game. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Oh ho. Ah, look, the gate between us has opened. Oh, I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell, and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Oh ho 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 ho. What an interesting dude. I'm gonna rest here, and we're gonna go to the charm menu, which is this. And you can see I have nothing equipped, and I have 3 available notches, and this costs 2. And so, if you have 3, 1 cost, you can equip 3 and whatnot. But I think that'll do it for this episode. We're approaching almost 40 minutes, so I'll make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want to watch more of this and support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.